I don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna preface this video by saying it does not matter how good or bad racing is in Toontown. People are just gonna keep on playing the main game, and that doesn't matter. It's a free optional side game. Nobody really cares if it's a bad experience, aside from maybe the developers and that one guy who really likes racing. That being said...
How is the worst thing? No!
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open.
I'm gonna get into some numbers about the length of all the time you need to spend here, so if you already know, or if you don't really care, then just skip the timestamp on the screen. Otherwise, here we go. 30 racing trophies must be acquired to max out your Toon's Laugh. I did some math like a little nerd, and I could tell you that any time you see somebody with the maximum 137 laugh, you would know for an absolute fact they spend a minimum of around 16 hours staring at the asphalt Goofy Speedway. You need to win 300 races total at the bare minimum, so this averages out to a little over 3 minutes per race. I got this answer by taking all the world records in the in-game leaderboard, which takes forever to change screens, multiplying that by 100, and making the unrealistic assumption that you're able to win every single race at world record speed. It also assumes that you do 75 total tournament races alongside all of this. Keep note that tournament races are only available on Mondays, and for a few hours on Saturdays. It's highly unlikely that you can do them all in one day unless you're extremely dedicated. Okay, here's another side note. The world record for reverse screwball stadium is 30 seconds, which is really impressive, but since it's so far ahead of all the other records, I'm just gonna assume that Mr. Jake Hulafish either cheated or used some obscure glitch, so I counted second place for that one. I am really interested in knowing how Jake got this time, but there is no possible way I can contact him. I've tried googling his name, nothing comes up. I have never met a single Toontown player that would admit that they enjoy Goofy Speedway. I mean, out of the two total side games, golf is a lot more bearable and is a lot more fun with friends even. I've played a lot of kart racers in my day. I've played a lot of this. I've played a lot of these. I've played a little bit too much of Garfield Kart for one man to handle. I know what I'm talking about. Track design. Track.
You know, adding any kind of a shortcut or hidden path is a great way to spice things up and make room for some comebacks. But TTR and Toontown Online has not implemented this at all. I'm stuttering because this is blasphemous how they could mess this up.
You want to know what they gave us instead? Triangle. Reverse triangle. Now we're talking. Once you are in last place and everybody else is somewhat competent at holding the forward key, you're there for the rest of your life. I mean, boost pads exist and all, but they don't really do anything if everybody else already takes them. So the only thing that really makes a difference is the power-ups.
There's 4 power. Why is there only 4?
Here's a quick tier list I made. S tier. Anvil is an S for all the wrong reasons, okay? It is super annoying to get hit out of it out of nowhere. It is the worst feeling ever, and the person who's probably using it, who's in last place, is not even gonna get anything out of it. The kind of person you want to design this insta-hit, guaranteed hit item for is the person in last place, and the only person it benefits is the person in second place who's right behind the first person place's tail. I don't know if that made sense, but you know what I'm talking about. This item is so annoying. A tier. I give the boost an A. I mean, it's a boost. This item basically nullifies the banana, which I will be talking about later, but otherwise, good luck using it without crashing into something. Garbage tier. Okay, this item is really stupid. It takes a lot of RNG or skill. I don't even know what it takes to hit somebody with this thing, but once they actually do get hit, it doesn't even do anything. Just splatters gunk all over the screen. It doesn't even slow them down. What?
2, 1, liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Garbage 2.
The banana can be good, but it's usually bad. Okay?
Its hitbox is extremely tiny, and it rarely affects the outcome of any match. If you place a banana on a boost pad,
The boost pad will just cancel out the effects of the banana. Come on! This item is... What?
come on, dude. If I'm in last place, the last thing I want is a goddamn banana. Give me one of these! Give me one of the stars! Give me one of the dang bullet guys! I wanna kill some people, bro! I'm in last! Also, for some reason, items are disabled in practice races. That
Just makes it less fun for everybody. There's no reason to take items out. Why would you do that?
there's a lot of things I still want to talk about, like the glitchy kart physics, lack of a drift mechanic, terrible turning speed, the lack of Garfield the cat. In my opinion, these all pale in comparison to this one issue. There's a maximum of 4 racers, which, you know, statistically, according to my analysis, is a lot less than 8 or 12. These are standard numbers in a lot of kart races. Are you noticing something here? These maps seem like they're designed to hold lots of people. They are so big, and there's a limit of 4 people at a time. Not that there's all this empty space already, there's gonna be more, because you're probably gonna be playing with 1 or 2 other people at a time, because there's no AI. You're alone. Nobody talks about this, but AI has been a staple in racing games since a really long time. Pole Position was the first racing game with AI, and it was released in 1982. Dang. This game's pretty fun. They got Pepsi in it. I think I'll play this instead. Imagine a little flunky in a little car trying really hard to win a race against you. It might not be fair to compare fully priced games to this MMO side game, and I'm aware of that, but you should keep in mind that when this was released, people pay $10 a month for access to it. Even though nobody pays specifically to race, there's a certain level of quality that I think should be consistently met with a company like Disney, and here, it wasn't. And it still isn't. I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement, obviously. Take on some of the main things that I nagged on in this video. Trust me, nobody cares if these boring tracks are changed or even redesigned, or if the physics are changed. These would all be changes for the better. If somebody out there is listening who has the ability to change this, I'd really be appreciative if you made this mode a little bit more bearable. If you have some ideas about how racing can be changed, or even disagree with me completely, maybe you love it, I don't know, I'm totally open to discussion if you want to talk to me. If you're new to my channel, just please check out more of my videos and don't forget to subscribe.